If they return, I will be ready. Hostile sensor reading detected. Detected. By order of the Institute, you... Put your hands up.
For your safety.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
is it? I was able to keep the Institute from getting their hands on the beryllium agitator.
Glad to see you're still in one piece.
It was worth risking my neck to keep the beryllium agitator.
Would have been easier. Anyway, in the meantime, I'll take the
Here you go. I can't think of a better place to keep it.
That's because there isn't one. You know, I'm not sure. Now scoot.
Proctor, I came across a holotape with a full scan of the Institute's network.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. Wasn't sure.
I wasn't worried. After all.
I have confidence in... Speaking of... I'm dying to find...
Right. So we were just shooting in the dark?
It was the best we could come up with on such short notice. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute... After that, we'll have to see what we've got. In the meantime, I've got a new... So, I bet you're eager to get your hand...
Why all the secrecy?
We're pouring every reason for now. Come on. It's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new... This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. We spent the better part of the last few years piecing them back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power...
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all... As much as I... Luckily, you were... She was on the original... I've already spoke. If you could get her down...
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Head up to the Prydwen and tell Dr. Lee we need her help. I'll see what I can do down here.
Put two in the head and they'll stay dead. Advice to live. Once we decrypt that intel you recovered from the Institute,
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Prydwen's hull from the outside.
My experience.
Report, Knight. Did the Squire perform well?
Roger that.
Good. I expected as much. We can always use your skills when it comes to training our Squires. I commend you, soldier. Dr. Lee should prove to be an invaluable asset to our success in the Commonwealth. Now, are you ready to educate one of our young Squires?
I'm happy to help out.
Glad to hear it. Head down to the airport. Squire with a location will meet up with you there.
Superstructure integrity.
Attention! Halbert Pilot to Station Epsilon. Halbert Pilot report to Station Epsilon. That is all.
When it comes to keeping the Fridwin running, Dr. England is the best. Don't let Maxon's age fool you. He's a brilliant tactician. And an experienced soldier.
Nice work bringing Dr. Lee back into the fold. Now, there's something you need.
Got it.
Looking to pick a fight? I'll help.
Run into any Sims?
Tegan.
Can I help you with anything?
We don't take prisoners.
I'm looking for some firepower.
All of my weapons are mission.
Charging into a situation without a blaze is a good way to make yourself kill.
Dr. Lee,
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I've been down this...
Right.
Why would I make the same...
Uh-huh. If not for the Brotherhood, do it for Dr. Virgil.
What they did to Dr. Virgil was cruel. It was wrong. How could I be so blind? You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time.
Damn pharaohs.
Proctor.
Radiation is a things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that he'll be able to get the power flowing into his CPU if your people stay out of my way.
Charming, isn't she?
Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but besides, we're working with one of Prime's. In fact,
Uh-huh. Sure, anything you need.
that's what I love about you. You're ready to leap into action, and I bet you don't have the faintest idea what I'm talking about. Legs to move. Prime's new limbs are... We're gonna have to rip those out. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, these are the plans and the materials list.
Now, before you get that look on you, the only thing we need you to head, according to Proctor Quinlan. We've already sent out a...
Once you start building, good luck.
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the Mireless scat off my... boots.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Stop right there. Just...
Someone there!
constantly
Huh?
trying to kill us, but...
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth. No time to waste when there's work to be done.
Proctor.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't
What's Prime armed with?
Prime has two weapon systems, his eye laser and his nuke pack. The eye laser can target a hostile from hundreds of yards out and take it down with pinpoint accuracy. His nukes are modified Mark 28 nuclear bombs. They used to drop the things from bombers during the war. Just one of the nukes is equivalent to about 3 or 4 Fat Man shells. Basically, whatever it hits isn't getting up again. His eye laser is almost ready to go, but without nukes to load into his pack...
Uh-huh. Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted... The Commonwealth was... But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't...
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
She's right.
Of course she's right. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within...
Uh-huh. I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the Glowing Sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Being the director of the Institute is a serious commitment. I hope you understand that.
Good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled in the Cambridge police station.
How have things been over there?
Pretty well, actually. We've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
It's not surprising. After all, it's in good hands.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you've found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Ah, no. Not at all. Look, I know if you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
It's all right, brother. I am a child of Atom, too. I'm part of a church up north, the Nucleus, near a town called Far Harbor.
Far Harbor? You've seen Atom's holy veil, but you have traveled so far. I apologize. I will not keep you from finishing your pilgrimage. Take this, and prepare to enter his inner sanctum. Follow the brilliance of the glow, and it shall lead you to the relics. May Atom's radiance...
This is Captain Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. This is a drill. We need confirmation immediately. We've got a lot of nervous soldiers over here, Command. This is the big one. They want to head home to their families before it's too late. Some of the inbounds are getting awfully close. Wait a minute. The inbounds are splitting into multiple targets? Oh, hell. This is it, isn't it? May God have mercy on our souls.
Come on. Head over there. Moving out. Grab that. Let's go. Over here.
2 in the head and they'll stay dead. Advice to live by.
Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
I have full confidence in the abilities of everyone here.
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Let's run a basic diagnostic.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Mr. Justice configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and a battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Green lights across the board here. It's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
What was that he said about his power core?
Prime's in top shape, but his nuclear engine needs to be restarted. Right now, we have him running off of the Prydwen's engines. Once I get that sorted out, we'll send him off to kick in the Institute's front door. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
Damn. I didn't get anything for you.
Oh, sure you did. It's that big metal behemoth standing over there. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Prydwen. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
It's not every day they let us squires out into the field.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
I'm not sure I like how you're asking me that.
And I don't appreciate being betrayed by my own soldiers. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths.
Sure. The data must be faulty.
The findings have been validated by multiple sources. Quinlan wouldn't have brought this to me if he wasn't 100% certain of the results. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, his sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion. I'm finding it difficult, and then swore you to secrecy.
After everything I've done for the Brotherhood, you have some nerve accusing me of lying.
Your outburst leads me to believe I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
I won't do it.
You will do it. This is not up for judgment or debate. I'm giving you a direct order, Knight, and I expect you to follow it without question. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing them. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Attention! Ferrum Squad, report to debriefing. Ferrum Squad to the debriefing.
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Danse.
I don't need apologies. I need to know where he is.
Yes, you're quite right. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found it. As you're well aware, I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited, and you may want to get
What the hell is this crap about Danse being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity.
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxon's made it clear that can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
I don't like your tone, Halen.
My tone? Who cares about protocol at a time like this? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Danse did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
This better not be a waste of my time.
Of course not, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me doing 100 push-ups.
Scribe?
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Danse?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do.
Sure.
I've known Paladin Danse ever since I was He trained me, showed me the ropes, and he's earned my admiration. I don't care what Quinlan's report says.
You're sympathizing with a traitor.
That's exactly my point. Danse is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more. That's why I'm asking you. If you're not convinced by what...
I'm not making any promises.
You don't have to promise me, but if I know you... It was listening post, Brock? It's isolated. Just...
Nothing to report right now.
If Dom and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant.
Pridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
With Liberty...
Can I help you with anything?
Let me see what you have.
Be my guest.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save you.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving under.
Not much, but it's something. Hi, how are you? I can patch you up.